Hello, my name is Hina Tarek. How are you today?
I'm doing great, thank you. I hope you're doing well too. If there's anything specific you'd like to chat about or dive into, just let me know.
Today I just want to have a conversation with you about habits. Habits are the things I think which we do normally in our leisure time. What do you say? What are habits?
Absolutely. Habits are those routine behaviors we do almost automatically, often during our free time or when we're relaxed. They can be simple things like reading, exercising, or even scrolling through social media. They shape our daily lives and can have a big impact on our productivity and well-being. So they definitely play a big role in how we spend our time and how we grow.
Does everybody has have different habits?
Yes, definitely. Everyone's habits are unique and shaped by their lifestyle, preferences, and experiences. Some people might have habits centered around fitness or reading, while others might have different routines like cooking, gaming, or socializing. It all depends on what we enjoy and what fits into our daily routines.
Uh, what are the most common habits which you find among people of different regions or different areas?
That's a really interesting question. Some common habits that tend to pop up across different regions and age groups include things like regular exercise, maintaining a healthy diet, practicing mindfulness or meditation, and setting aside time for family or social connections. Of course, there are cultural differences too, like certain traditional practices or local cuisines that influence habits. But overall, things like staying active, being mindful, and nurturing relationships are pretty universal.
Yes, cultural habits and our livelihood have great impact on our habits and our lifestyle. Uh, can you list some of the good habits which we can have in our daily lives?
Absolutely. Some great daily habits include one, morning stretching or exercise, starting the day with a bit of movement can boost energy and mood. Two, healthy eating, incorporating balanced meals and snacks to keep energy levels stable. Three, mindfulness or meditation, spending a few minutes in meditation or deep breathing to reduce stress. Four, reading, setting aside time each day to read, whether it's books, articles, or even listening to audiobooks. Five, staying hydrated, drinking enough water throughout the day for overall health. Six, setting goals, taking a few minutes to plan and set intentions for the day. Seven, quality sleep, prioritizing a consistent sleep schedule for better rest and recovery. Eight, gratitude practice, reflecting on positive aspects of your life to boost happiness, and incorporating even a few of these can really help build a more balanced and fulfilling routine.
Yeah, it's a very good thing that your healthy habits also include your daily routine, like having a healthy meal and drink water. These are they are also included in habits. So that's really very good.
Absolutely. They really do go hand in hand. When healthy habits become part of our daily routine, it just makes it easier and more natural to maintain them. Over time, they really contribute to a healthier and more balanced lifestyle. It's great to see how interconnected everything is.
So what are the secrets behind to keep these healthy habits for a long time?
That's a great question. Some key factors include consistency, patience, and setting realistic goals. It also helps to create a supportive environment, like having reminders, tracking progress, and celebrating small wins. Another big factor is flexibility, being able to adapt and not being too hard on yourself if you slip up. And of course, having a clear why or motivation behind the habit can keep you committed for the long term.
If you want to have a new habit, from where what should be the first point to start a new habit?
A great starting point is to identify a specific, achievable habit that aligns with your goals and lifestyle. It's helpful to start small so the habit feels manageable. For example, if you want to start exercising regularly, you could begin with just a few minutes a day. Another key step is to tie it to an existing routine so it becomes part of your daily life naturally, and then keep track of your progress and be patient with yourself as you build momentum.
So we should have to spare some time for our new habit, right?
Exactly. Dedicating a bit of time each day, even if it's just a few minutes, really helps reinforce that habit and makes it more sustainable. Over time, those small, consistent efforts add up and eventually turn into a natural part of your routine. It's all about consistency and patience.
So what should be the motivation behind that? How can we motivate ourselves for a new habit?
Motivation often starts with having a clear and meaningful why. It helps to identify the benefits and the positive impact the habit will have on your life. Visualizing the outcomes and how it will improve your well-being can be super motivating. Also, setting small, achievable milestones and celebrating those little wins along the way can keep the momentum going. And having a support system like friends or family who encourage you can make a big difference as well.
So it's just the motivation that helps us to start a new habit, or there are any other factors that can influence our habit, a new habit to start.
Absolutely. Motivation is a big piece, but there are definitely other factors as well. For instance, having a clear plan and breaking the habit down into small, manageable steps can help a lot. Also, creating an environment that supports the habit, like removing obstacles or having the right tools on hand, can make a big difference. Plus, consistency, patience, and self compassion are key. So, being kind to yourself and staying adaptable really helps in building and maintaining new habits.
Instead of having strong motivation and family support, sometimes we lack practical implementation. So, how can we be more practical towards a healthy habit?
That's a great point. Being practical definitely helps. One way is to set very specific, realistic goals that fit into your existing routine so you don't feel overwhelmed. It also helps to start with small, incremental changes rather than trying to overhaul everything at once. Another practical approach is to use reminders and habit tracking tools to keep yourself accountable. And it's also helpful to anticipate potential obstacles and plan ahead for them. Over time, these practical steps make it much easier to stick to new habits.
Okay, does any habits have their negative impact or any setbacks?
Absolutely. Habits can have negative impacts if they're not managed carefully. For instance, some habits might lead to physical strain, like repetitive behaviors causing discomfort, or they might impact mental health if they become compulsive. Although if a habit takes too much time, it can interfere with other important aspects of life. Setbacks can also happen if we become too rigid or overly critical when we slip up. The key is to stay mindful, maintain balance, and be flexible in adjusting habits as needed.
So, how can we combat all these negative aspects?
Great question. Combating negative aspects usually comes down to balance and self-awareness. One approach is to regularly check in with yourself and reflect on how the habit is impacting you. It also helps to set boundaries, like limiting the time or context in which you practice certain habits. Building a support system can also be crucial. Having friends, family, or even a mentor to encourage and guide you can make a big difference. And lastly, staying flexible and forgiving yourself when setbacks happen is key. Just adjust and keep moving forward.
Thank you so much. It's really a very informative session with you. I do hope that my listeners will also find good content in this interview with you, and they will definitely will try to have a new habit in their life and make them last long in their practical life. Thank you so much. We'll talk to you later on another topic lately.
You're so welcome. I'm really glad you found it helpful, and I'm sure your listeners will benefit too. Definitely looking forward to our next chat and diving into more interesting topics. Take care and talk to you soon.